Oh well, there you go. Then we can bring you up to speed, mate.
Yeah. Shamefully, I'm not wearing colours.
I couldn't resist it today, and I chose the away kit especially as well. Obviously,
Yeah.
We're twins today.
Looking very smart, gentlemen, all three. Sorry that I've come on like this, like a bag of bones.
It's all right.
I'm just looking at the players now in the tunnel, actually. Are we all on the same wavelength for the minutes today, are we, with the game?
I don't know, mate. We haven't started yet, have we? So,
what are you seeing at the moment on the?
They're all hanging about, just ready to go into the tunnel on mine.
Oh, they're coming out on mine.
So
yeah, they're literally just about to on mine, mate, as well.
So me and Tony have NBCSN here in the States, so I don't know what's going on. It's give or take, man, really, here in the States, but we'll get there hopefully soon. Hey Tony, who's announcing the game today in the USA? You know,
I'm not sure who's announcing it.
How about here in the Sky Sports? Is it Alan Smith again? Hopefully,
probably Redknapp.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're walking out now, so
they're on the centre circle where I am, ready to.
That's where I'm at.
I think it's about a minute behind, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're about a minute behind. I felt bad for you guys on the last game because obviously because I was ahead. I'm like, yeah, and you're like, what's going on? What's going on?
That's all right, Johnny.
David Luiz starts. Bellerin.
Yeah, the only person missing really that you'd expect is Saka, but he's on the bench. So Pepe's come in, Aubameyang and Lacazette up front, Tierney and Bellerin on the wing backs. Same back three, as you'd expect, and Xhaka and Ceballos in midfield.
There's only one change I think I would have made there. I think I would have started Cedric ahead of Bellerin.
Well, you know what?
I would have done. I don't know if he's fully match fit yet or not. That's probably why he didn't start.
Personally, I'm a little bit torn because I think Bellerin, because of his experience in the North London derby and passion for the club, I think it's a good move. But I think I would have played personally AMN because of his pace against Son. I think he would have been a good. Yeah, I think he would have handled Son really well, and I would have just got him to mark him. But I think Bellerin is starting to come back to the old Bellerin. So
it's nice that we've got two decent players in that position, isn't it? Really.
Well, exactly, mate. Yeah.
Hey Andy, who would be our backup striker if Lacazette went off?
Who we got on the bench now?
Eddie's out.
Yeah, of course. I think it'd be Saka and Aubameyang would be moved into the centre.
Okay.
Yeah, play a front 2-3-5-2 probably.
Rowan, how you doing, mate?
Hey, Rowan.
Oh, good.
Hi, Rowan.
What I'm doing?
Just doing a minute silence for Jack Charlton now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a sad bit of news, isn't it?
I'll be right back. I'm going to get some coffee.
That's a good shout, Alonso. How are you guys feeling about the game result-wise, Andrew, and yourself, Tony?
I've gone for a 3-1 win.
Nice.
What's wrong?
What's in the old game of Kane penalty roulette? What's your guess on that? Because he's going to get a penalty. Let's face it. Son's going to go down. He's going to dive, and Kane's going to get a penalty.
And he's going to bury that penalty. We know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there is one team that I wouldn't want to play when it comes to penalties at the moment. That's Manchester United. That's for certain.
Oh,
horrendous, mate.
Look at that.
18.
That's what
18.
Yeah, my mom says hi.
Oh,
Hello,
hi,
Mum.
Mum. Hi, Mum. Can I have a coffee as well, please, Alonso?
Hi. Yeah.
Yeah, and I could really do with a coffee. Just got it.
Hi, Mum.
Supposed to be beers, mate. Supposed to be beers. It's a football match. You should be watching the game with a few tinnies.
And
Well,
you
next time I'll get the JD, I promise.
Yeah.
10 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I like a bit of JD.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's a nice drink.
Oh yeah, it is, mate.
Do you have it with Coke or do you have it neat?
No. Well, sometimes I have it neat, but
Have you done quick predictions or what?
3-1 to me. Oh, that's what I reckon.
Yeah. I said 3-1 I said 3-1 3-1 Arsenal.
I think the first goal is vital today.
Mm-hmm.
It is. What's yours then, Rowan?
I think it'll be 2-1 to us.
3-2 us.
Oh, that'd be all good. All good.
All right, here, tricky there, man. Come on.
The fuck.
Come on, Arsenal.
There we go.
What seconds are you on? Because I'm on 25 now.
I'm on
I'm on 40 seconds.
I'm on 10.
Hang on, I'm just waiting for the.
So Johnny is like 10 seconds ahead of me.
I'm on 23 seconds.
That's what I said last time, Ryan. If
Yeah,
I'm 10
funny.
seconds ahead of anyone, you've got serious problems.
That's all right.
Always being first is not a good thing.
No, I agree with you, my friend.
Dangerous shot for in the early seconds there, but well held.
There was
by
Louis
Martinez.
doing his thing.
Arteta's certainly got a problem, hasn't he, with the it's a good problem with the goalkeeper situation when Leno comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I
He's
just hope we
supposed
can
to
hold
come
on to
back
him.
in a week or two, too. I want to start him.
Next season, he'll have a problem on the left side also with Martinelli and Saka and maybe Alba also playing there. Like,
That's what we wanted, wasn't it? We want problems in positions, don't we? You know?
Definitely. I mean, the thing is, though, Leno has been one of our best players the last 2 years, and he's had such a crap defence to play behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's got to stay number one because he's had so much to do, hasn't he? I
He
just hope we
has.
can hold on to Martinez, though, because there's going to be a lot of games to play next year, especially if we do make Europa League. So hopefully that'll keep him happy.
clearly, they've been told to shoot at sight, right? Like they've had 2 shots already.
It certainly looks like it. Yeah, you're right, Rowan.
I was using that.
No more.
I think I'd prefer that, though, guys. I think I'd prefer that with Tottenham because our defence sometimes, if you've got players running at us, we're a bit shade. So if they're going to keep shooting them, I'm happy with that all day long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially
I
if it's
think
outside the box.
It's to do with the fact that they had 0 shots on target in the last game. Right? They were like, let's get
They might be all right today, Rohan, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, that was terrible against Bournemouth, wasn't it? Barney got no shots against Bournemouth.
Right. This is the player that I'm looking forward to next year. On the ball now, Pepe.
Definitely, mate. Me too.
That was a poor giveaway by Martinez.
Yes, it was. But hopefully, he's allowed one, isn't he? So hopefully that's it out the way now.
Hopefully.
Yes, sir. Derby winners.
It's very, very lax that was. Oh, my lad's watching. All right, Tobe?
Yep.
Come on, Arsenal. Come on, you guys.
Oh, Toby. How many you got, Andrew?
3 boys, all of them Gooners.
No, fair play.
Absolutely, very happy about that. Glad you watched.
Gentlemen and scholars.
Yes, exactly.
It's easier to
exactly.
make them Gooners like back in the years or whenever, because now I would assume it's like more and more difficult. They just they like which ones when they see against Manchester City, which one's Arsenal again?
Well, they go to
I'm getting hammered.
they go to school in in an area where they're all either Birmingham City or Aston Villa fans. So they're the only, well, not the only Arsenal fans, but I think a couple of their mates have switched allegiances because of them. Because they're the cool kids, obviously, in their school. Clearly, goes without saying.
I've got two brothers. One's a Leeds supporter, and the other one, I'm glad he moved to America because he supports Tottenham. So,
wow. Well, I would have actually gone to court and disowned him.
I did try, Andrew. I did try, mate. Honestly.
Yeah.
Hey Johnny, so I had a friend of mine who's a Tottenham supporter, and whenever you win a couple games against us or play well against us or you're top of the table, he got kind of arrogant and kind of cocky about it. So I'm like, man, it's not worth it. Because he'll always send me some Snapchats about Tottenham winning. I'm like, I don't want to see that, he didn't respect that enough to send me that stuff. So I'm like, man, whatever, man. Then he got personal and didn't talk to me again.
Sadly, I always thought I've learned throughout my life with football where I used to bite and that it's more the actual individual and themselves, really. It's that individual, how far they go, isn't it? It's, passion's a good thing, but when you start taking it really personal, it can become a bit, over a bag of air. It can be a little bit dangerous,
See, I have a friend of mine who's from London, and he supports Spurs. And every time I see him, I give him stuff about it. But he's a good guy. He keeps it all in good fun, and that's the kind of friends you want to have,
Yeah, get the. Don't get me wrong, the passion and the slight aggression. That's all part of the game. But I mean, you do get the ones that get really, really personal, and I think that comes with age. Because I've been to many away games, and even now, when I hear certain stuff said in the stands, when like Arsene Wenger used to have some terrible names said, and it does. It goes a bit too far.
That was horrible. That was about what Arsene Wenger used to have to go through.
Andrew, your voice is really low.
Is it?
Yeah.
My voice?
No, Andrew.
Andrews.
Sorry, probably a bit too far away from the old. Let me move this a bit closer. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great.
Awesome.
I mean, even to be fair, I know some people, but even the Addy Boy songs were a bit over the top for me.
Oh yeah.
So
Lacazette again in that midfield area. So
I know.
line with
It's not good, is it?
Stands.
Great cross by Tierney. What a cross by Tierney. Lacazette unlucky there. Tierney looks really good at the moment.
He does, doesn't he? He's like he's been here for years.
Yeah, he's just an if that makes sense, he's just an Arsenal player, isn't he?
He is, yeah. But it's funny because I said, just after he made his first couple of appearances, I said, is he the new Nigel Winterburn? And people said, oh God, I've got a bit of stuff about it online, but I think people are coming round to that idea now.
Do you know what? You took the words out of my mouth. Yeah, no, you're not far wrong, mate. That's a good shout.
I see him very soon. I think he's a better crosser than Winterburn. Not that Winterburn was a bad crosser, but he's that type of player, isn't he? A really industrious type of player.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of, I'm sure you're agreeing, that's not harsh on the legends, but a lot of fullbacks, even if they're worse defenders, they're more skillful than the olden day players, aren't they? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, they're not necessarily better, but they have more skill.
They're better going forward.
That's what they're tasked with, isn't it?
It's a different game, Rohan, now, isn't it? It's,
That's right.
What's your guys' thoughts on whether Mustafi should get a new contract?
He has value. Sell him.
He has more value if you extend him. I'd go ahead and extend him. He's been our best defender since Arteta's came in.
I'll extend him.
Summer, you sell him this summer. Go ahead and extend.
What everyone feels about Mustafi was it was clear in the last watch along when Johnny ever said Mustafi, we always thought it was a penalty or a goal or something. When he was getting hurt on the other side, he didn't even do anything wrong. So.
Yeah.
Oh, nearly one. Oh, good save. Nearly 1-0 Spurs there. Good save by Martinez. He should have scored, Kane. Kane should have scored there.
Thank God he didn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What are you guys? What's your time now?
I'm on 9:53.
Oh God, yeah. I'm only 30 seconds behind. That's good. That was a poor miss from.
It was.
He came up really quick, actually, and he's a tall guy, right?
Exactly. To be fair, he did well in the goal. Martinez, he really did put him off.
Made himself big, if you pardon the pun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. I hope there's no kids watching. No.
Hey Tony, when did you start supporting Arsenal?
About 99.
Oh wow, okay. So I guess I'm the new pup in town, huh?
Yeah.
What about you then, Alonso?
So I came about watching the Arsenal of 2008-9 season.
Oh right, okay.
The year after the Euros. So the year after Eduardo got hurt.
In fact, I'll take it back about Kane. Sorry to interrupt. That was a really good save, actually.
Yeah.
He did really, really well then. I think Kane didn't do too much wrong there. I think Martinez actually did a really, good goalkeeping.
I think we're lucky that Kane ain't actually hit form since the return, because I think if Kane hit form, that would have been in the back of the net, sadly.
Has he hit form since about 2018?
Well, that's another good shout. Yeah.
I mean, he's around sort of the same level as a lot of strikers at the moment, but he's not Kane. He hasn't been Kane for a couple of years, I don't think. No,
I think the last time he played really well was when he scored from near the corner flag against us at the at White Hart Lane.
He was a frightening striker to come up against then, but it's not quite that sort of feeling for me anymore at the moment. Anyway. Touch wood very strongly.
Yeah, he was new, but every derby he would just perform so well. You remember that header that he had on the other side, he directed the header, which was the winner, and then that.
Well played, Bellerin. Well played.
From the corner flag as well.
Bellerin's in. Aubameyang should have scored. He missed it. He missed it. Totally miskicked it. Aubameyang.
Oh my God!
I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh come on, Auba.
Oh, I don't know.
That should have been hit the back of the net, I think.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that was. Oh dear.
I think so.
But Bellerin
did really well, though. To be fair, didn't he? It was nice to see.
It is really, because I wouldn't have started him today. So
I can't believe that from Aubameyang.
I think he's up for it today. I think Bellerin's up for it today.
He is.
Well, he's fighting for his place, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's why I was quite pleased to see him on the team sheet, because he's got to raise his game against Spurs, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And how did he miss that?
It was a perfect play by Bellerin. Really good. Picked out a perfect pass. Yeah, Aubameyang should have done better.
If you look at the Arsenal games, though, a lot of the time, and I know it sounds a little bit bitter and twisted, but we should have put a lot of our games to bed in the first half. You know, we've missed so many chances in the first half, especially the last game. My God, Leicester.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Yeah. And now, do you know what though? I honestly feel like we're going to give someone a really good hiding before too long. It's going to come together. I think doubtful against Liverpool or Man City, obviously, but before the end of the season, maybe Villa, maybe Watford. Someone's going to get a good hiding.
Hopefully today, Andrew.
Fingers crossed, mate.
I'll settle for 5, wouldn't you?
Not half.
Oh, well played there, Ceballos. Oh, well, when you guys see that bit of work from Tobias, that was brilliant.
I think I'm just a bit less than 30 seconds behind you, so it's a bit better than what it was last time. So.
You see what Tobias just done?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, excellent bit of play.
We ain't had it. We need
He's
someone.
really coming to his own, isn't he?
Wow. That's awesome.
He's really coming to his own, isn't he?
I hope so. I mean, if we stick with him, you know, we might have.
Did you see that? Did you see him get a punch in the face after?
No, I didn't.
That's gone unnoticed.
Yeah, punch right in the face.
They've got to show that again. He flattened him. What's seriously?
Yeah, they've just shown it now in the middle of the part, and he said play on. Ref said play on. Hold on. I wonder if VAR are going to look at it. Yeah, he's grabbed him by the throat. He's grabbed him by the throat.
Well,
he stopped him by grabbing him by the throat.
That's bang out of order. Something's got to be done about that, surely.
I wonder if VAR are going to check it when it's out of play. I don't know. Has it been out of play?
Come on, man.
They gave a yellow card.
It was right. I mean, the referee literally was only about
he
3 or 4 foot away.
Lo Celso got a yellow card.
Oh, he got a yellow card.
A yellow card. That's it.
It should have been a red card.
It should have been a red card.
Sometime in Guantanamo.
Nothing goes against us.
Here goes Lacazette.
Nothing.
It's in, Lacazette. 1-0.
Yes!
What a goal.
Oh, please don't rule it out. Please.
What? No,
please.
you ain't ruling that out, mate. That's a goal and a half.
Oh.
That's a strike and a half.
Mate.
What a goal.
This is what Lacazette does, right? Like instinctively hitting the ball. If he tried to think about it,
he really.
Wow.
What a goal! What? He really. Do you know what? He always seems to score against Spurs as well, doesn't he?
I don't know if you can say this
What
on here,
a goal.
but I've just soiled myself.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely myself.
What a goal!
What a goal!
That's 2 away goals in a row for him.
That's going to go down as one of the great North London derby goals of recent times, isn't it? Seriously.
It's hard to beat many of them, isn't there? That was a good goal.
What a goal that was. What a finish.
and Xhaka
in,
the
son.
ball also. Don't forget that.
Don't mention that word.
But again, that was Tobias winning the ball. Tobias was winning.
Xhaka.
Xhaka.
Oh, Xhaka.
Yeah, credit where credit's due.
I wish Ryan was on then.
What a finish.
Bigger.
I don't know who hates you more, me or Ryan.
I just really hope that means that he can finish the season really strongly. We need him in the semi-final if it's going to be like the old Lacazette, don't we? Now Nketiah's out, especially.
Is that true that we're in the final already of the Charity Shield, even if we lose? Because of the Champions League's matches?
Well, apparently so, yeah. Apparently so.
Oh, wow.
First team.
What a goal indeed, Tobes. What a goal indeed. And Glenn, exactly. What a finish that was. What a finish.
Good for him, man.
Absolutely delighted with that. I hope we can go on and absolutely stamp on their throats now.
That's lovely. You know, well put, Andrew. Nice. I like that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, I was just going to say, you know, when Arteta said we need to learn how to be killers.
Oh, no. It's in. 1-1.
No way.
Made a mistake at the back.
No.
What a crack.
Who was it?
Come on, man. Kolasinac.
Fucking no, it was Louise, I think.
No, it was Kolasinac with the loose ball.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Kolasinac, terrible ball for Louise, and he put him in trouble.
Oh my God, that was.
They just gave him the goal.
Horrible.
It was. What the hell is Kolasinac
There was no
doing?
pressure, man. Like, pass it in midfield. What did he do?
We were in our own half a minute ago. What did...
I'll tell you what, though.
You know what? People are going to blame Luis for that again. People are going to blame him. But it weren't him at all. It was Kolasinac putting him in that trouble.
He's running the opposite side and he put it behind him. What is this?
I know.
I'll give Son his due, though. That was a good finish.
Well, it was easy, really, wasn't it? To be fair, I mean, it was a decent
God,
finish, but it wasn't that hard, was it?
Man. Wake the fuck up. God.
Oh, seriously. I mean, do you know what though? At least Louise didn't drag him down and get sent off again.
For real.
Yeah, if Louise gets the blame for that, I'll be fuming because that's
Bang out of all of it.
They should be fined for things like these.
Come on, Arsenal. Come on. Let's get your heads together now.
He'll have to spin the wheel or whatever they do.
Well, do you know what? It's shaping up to be a good game, isn't it? One of those decent North London derbies.
Yeah.
Come on. We need to just get our heads together now. Come on, Arsenal.
You know what, though, the lads, I've got to say, that is typical Arsenal, isn't it? Letting it go.
Straight after a goal, you're always your most vulnerable, aren't you? But especially Arsenal. Come on.
It's the goals that we let in, though. There's a lot of games we should have won.
We know that we need new defenders, don't we? We shouldn't be surprised, should we? New defenders, new midfielders.
God, man.
It almost drives you insane, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We literally gifted them that goal on toast.
I mean, it's so bad that you just want to, laugh at it because it's typical, and it's
what was Lo Celso booked for? Was that the earlier on? Was that the grabbing of his neck?
Yeah.
I mean, Johnny,
I bet Lacazette's fuming. I bet Lacazette is fuming.
It's typical, because you get so mad that you're used to it by now, and you start laughing because it's almost you're expecting to go like that, or a mistake like that.
I know. We never get. I don't know. I was going to say we don't ever get anything given like that to us, but we have quite a lot recently. It's like Norwich and. Oh, come on.
Look at Xhaka running all the way up. Good ball, bad control.
Ooh. Nice by Aubameyang then as well.
Huh? Keith Della. Oh, can I answer my phone?
Of course you can, mate. Of course you can. Just put yourself on mute.
Keith. Hello, mate. I'm just on a podcast at the moment. Are you all right? Did you ring me?
Yeah, that's why I wanted Kearney to start as center back instead.
Yeah.
Back.
Trouble is though, we'd lose him on the wing, wouldn't we? It's a bit tough. It's a bit of a tough decision.
Tony, I think you're right because Kolasinac, he always loses focus in games like this. Something happens.
Good word for it, Glenna. In the comments, suicidal defending. It really was.
I just had a phone call off Keith Della. That was Keith Della, the darts player, and he said to me, I've backed Song for first goal scorer for Tottenham.
God, is he a Gooner?
No, he's an Ipswich season ticket holder.
Right. Fair play then. Fair play. I'll let him off.
He'll be happy that Norwich are down.
Yeah, he is. He's very happy. Yeah.
Are they rivals?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're neighbours.
Okay.
Side.
But
this offside call that's going to come, again, so flat.
Oh God.
They didn't step up.
That was good. Well, that was good defending. They held our line well there. He's well offside.
Yeah, they stepped up.
All right.
No, if you look,
the first quarter.
Yeah.
They're both offside by a mile.
Good defending.
I don't think that either team has really had proper control of the game. It's been going here and there right now.
No. That's been a bit of the story of the restart, really, isn't it? The first halves are usually quite, close and a bit dour, but at least we've had a couple of goals so far, and it's. I left one of them shouldn't have happened, obviously, but Lacazette's goal was quality. Really, really.
I hate Son.
I do, and I'll absolutely loathe him. Yeah, I just people think he's like a really nice, sweet guy, don't they? And he's just a vile human being, as far as I'm concerned.
Got better words than that for him, Andrew.
I know. I'm just trying to be a little bit politically correct and not politically correct. What's the words? You know, parental advisory, if you know what I mean. At this time of day.
PG.
That's it. Yeah, yeah.
I think if the game carries on like this, though, you might be out for a banned horror film the way it's going.
Well, yeah, I'm looking at potentially doing a bit of a quick, deep, instant reaction show afterwards if anyone fancies it. But yeah, I could be a bit more loose with my tongue then.
Oh, that's a foul and Tierney, that is.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yep.
I can't stand RJ, man. He's
come on.
Punk.
That's his official nickname now with the squad, isn't it? Tesco's. Did you see that the training
his
video?
Bag.
Yeah. Tesco's.
All the squad call him Tesco's.
What does that mean?
Well, he basically had it when he went to training. He had a Tesco's bag, and over here, Tesco's like obviously the supermarket, and they're all wearing designer labels.
That's funny.
It's like being called Target here.
Yeah. Oh, Target.
Okay.
We do indeed need new defenders.
Yeah,
I know.
Used to be Sears, didn't it? Target used to be Sears.
Oh yeah.
Years ago, Sears. I think Target used to be called Sears.
Oh, okay.
In America, yeah.
Glenn.
Come and watch the Arsenal Tottenham game with Sir Johnny, and we'll talk about Tesco's.
He'll tell you all about Tesco's.
All about Tesco's and Sears and Targets. Brilliant.
That's awesome.
You called Sir Johnny because you bought a bit of land that's got a title with it or something, mate. Like Nicholas.
He's got a Tesco.
Nick Bentner did.
Yeah, it's a bit of that, Andrew, and my life's full of bollocks, so I just thought I'd put.
That's funny.
Good ball by Lacazette there. Lacazette's playing all right, actually.
He's playing too deep, sir.
He's probably the most liveliest one striker so far, though.
Aaron, is he the false number 8
But
still?
right now, Lacazette is picking up the ball beyond the center circle.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not good, is it? He needs to be in the box whenever he can. Be the furthest forward, off the last man.
Man, that's funny though.
I mean, if you want to play 3 in midfield, then just play 3 in midfield. Now, why do you have to get the striker back in for him to play? Play a specialist midfielder.
No, I agree.
Hey, well, because he's false number 8, man.
Is that a corner?
He's one of those overlapping central defenders that Sheffield United have. That's the way he's playing.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but this first half hour's flown.
It has, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's best.
It really has.
Because nobody's taken control.
I'd have to grab that Aurier by his beard and just like spin him round if I was playing against him.
Give him a water break. It didn't seem like
How stupid was that though? Giving away a corner. Absolutely ridiculous. What a stupid man.
Bellerin is trying today.
He is playing well. It's his best game I've seen him play in a long while.
Yeah,
He's taking players on as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm glad they chose him. He knows what it's all about. The North London derby, didn't he? He's
yeah. I mean, well, in fairness, Andrew, I've got to put my hands up. I wouldn't have started him. So fair play.
Yeah, me neither actually, but he's played well till now.
I definitely would have started him, but even though, like I said, it might have been a good idea to have had AMN to man marks on. Oh, yes, that Kolasinac does worry me, I tell you.
He's done for me, mate. He's been done for me for a little while.
I know. Do you know the worst thing that happened to us since the restart is Pablo Marie getting injured so quickly in the first game. He would have been superb in that role. He's got a pass on him like, similar to Louise. So if we had both of them, it would have been fantastic.
Well, you got to think, if we did win today, you got to think we'd finish above them, don't you? You got to fancy it.
Yeah, definitely. I think what's that put us 4 points ahead? Same amount of games played.
Yeah. And that's even if we have got Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool ain't exactly on. Oh my God, they've hit the crossbar from about 30 yards. What a shot! What a shot!
Can't let them get their tails up like this.
Ben Davis.
The Spurs fans hate Ben Davis.
Clearly.
They would have loved him in a minute if that went in.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like, clearly shoot at sight orders. Close him down, man.
What's about Martinez? Martinez might have got an hand on that. Martinez got an hand on that, I think.
He did.
Great save.
That was like that, what's his name, against Norwich. Do you know what? That was an incredible save, wasn't it?
It was a great save, wasn't it?
Oh, what a save. That was a brilliant save.
Pepe's not been in this game till now.
No, he's not getting any the ball at all, is he? No one's everyone needs to just pass it to him as much as possible in their half.
He don't seem to be running with it as much as he used to. He's got it now, though. Oh, and he just hit it wide.
Oh,
great effort.
What? I mean, seriously, can you have a better number 2 goalkeeper? Seriously, he's amazing, that guy, isn't he?
Pepe was unlucky there.
Yeah.
Was that about a foot wide, foot and a half?
We have to get him to practice shot like 10,000 times so that he can do it with his eyes closed. And he has the ability to do it, I think.
He does have to. Yeah, I agree. I think he's very much work in progress.
Yeah, he is.
That was exactly what he needs to be doing. Just keep feeding him the ball.
And no reason why he can't be Iron Robin sort of player. Although you know that what he's doing, but he sort of has close control and the accuracy.
You know what?
Tierney, unlucky, son, unlucky.
What the Man City fans used to say: "Feed the goat, and the goat will score." That's what we need to do with Pepe.
And who's the goat? Is it Aguero?
Sean Gota.
Oh, okay.
It's back in the old days, mate. Back in the old days.
Okay. That's before my time.
Yeah, he was a cult hero for the Sean Gota.
But before they became relevant.
Yeah, absolutely. It's when they were the real Man City, mate. When they were in the second division.
Before real money got there.
The real Man City that we know and love.
Even the third division.
What are we saying about Xhaka today so far?
He's been all right. Going forward.
Is that good enough?
He ain't done much wrong, has he?
Glenn's asking about why Holding ain't playing as well, and I seriously think it's because we played a back three. If he was going to play, he needs to be in the centre. I don't think he can be the left of a three. It's just too much area for him to cover, and that's where he got when he got his injury. That's where he was out on the left.
Oh, well played, Lacazette. That was a foul on Lacazette. Got to give that arse. That was terrible. Got to book him. He is booking him. That was terrible on Lacazette. Watch it, he's all over him. Lacazette wins it well. Watch this.
And it's a smart foul to give, but yeah.
The yellow card.
Warrior,
oh wow.
Lack some football acumen. Like every time I see him, he's on the verge of doing something silly.
God's sake. He's all right.
Well, at the moment, guys, my best player on the pitch so far for me personally is Lacazette.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's having a
All
good
over
game.
the place.
Earlier on today,
Yeah.
I was watching some old North London Derby highlights on YouTube just to get myself psyched up for it. And he always seems to be up for it, the ones he's played in, Lacazette. He seems to raise his game.
Yeah. A bit like Thomas Rosicky.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh God, what a game he had, winning the 5-2.
He was always up for the North London Derby, wasn't he?
Yeah, that goal he scored in the first minute of one that time, it was amazing goal.
Oh, what? Yeah, hell of a strike.
That time we did a league double on them, both times 1-0, and in the first one, Giroud had scored in the near post.
Do you know, it's a shame because we still never got the best out of him. Because he was going to be like, for all them terrible injuries he had. I think he got third best player in the, what one was it? The Ballon d'Or, was it? I can't remember which one it was. He was third best player one year.
Was it Rosicki?
Yeah. I can't remember the one I've been back. What one was it? It was the.
Was that whilst he was at Arsenal?
No. It was before.
I was going to say.
It was the year before we signed him.
From Dortmund.
Yeah, he was outstanding, absolutely outstanding, and that's why we bought him.
Yeah, he's such an unlucky player. We've been so unlucky with players down the years, haven't we?
Yeah,
like with him, Ceballos, and not Ceballos.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Carzola,
yes, thank you.
Diaby,
Eduardo,
Jack Wilshere.
Jack Wilshere more than any of them, right nearly. Yeah, it's such bad luck.
Ramsey.
Even Ramsey.
Yeah, certainly. He lost a big chunk, didn't he? But Rosicki, yeah, what a shame. He was such a good player.
And also Welbeck.
So exciting to watch. Yeah,
I mean,
Welbeck.
He was just so good. He reminded me very much of like Mendieta when Mendieta was on fire.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely. And Juninho. Yeah, I think quite a Juninho type player. I remember him from Middlesbrough.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, he's brilliant. Little guy, little tiny guy.
Yeah, lovely player to watch. Well,
we see him a little bit in sixes and sevens.
It's gone flat. It's really unusually. It's gone flat after both goals, isn't it?
Yep.
Mm.
I thought that would really kick the game into life, but
probably be like the Alamo in the second half.
Yeah. And the worrying thing is they haven't had their penalty yet, so that's still to come.
Kane is due one.
Maybe we'll get a red card with our 2 yellows.
Hopefully.
Do you think we've edged it this half, the better team, or do you think Spurs have?
I think we have.
I think, well, if I'm completely honest, I think they have, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I think. Our goal has been a wonder strike. Apart from that, which is one good chance that we've created is with Oba. And that's it. But I think they've had more possession of the ball or like more.
They have, and more chances.
Yeah.
And I think, let's face it, we've come good a lot in the second half lately. So let's just hope that's going to be the case.
Brilliant by Pepe. Pepe again. Oh, that's a foul. Pepe done really well there. I mean, really well. He's holding on to his shirt all the time. Sold him out twice. Then he's brought him down.
Man marking Pepe.
I love Ceballos so much. He's so good. Love watching him play.
When he's playing well, he's good to watch.
Really well there, and he can create that space and he breaks their press so easily. I think. Yeah, Pepe.
He's stopped turning around many times now.
Oh, that was good play, like you said, from Pepe there.
Where he needs to be more centrally instead out, far out on the right.
We ain't had a midfielder for a long while like Patrick Vieira that used to pick the ball up from there and run with it and run and run and run.
Oh,
You know?
no. I really hope we can get that Thomas Partey. He'll do a similar job. He can
He
do
was
that.
good yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, just wide from Aubameyang. Good free kick. Good effort.
It's just slightly in the wrong place for Pepe, isn't it, really? With his left foot. So.
Great
You know who
effort
we're
from
missing?
the
We are. Well, it shows that we're missing Saka today, though, as well.
Yeah.
I sound like a broken record, but if you don't have midfield and control of midfield, you won't have like control of the game. And if you see, there's just so much gap actually between our midfield and forwards that Lacazette has to play in the middle, but then we'll lose a forward.
That's why Manchester United won so many games with Skulls, because they used to dictate the mid. He used to clear. He couldn't tackle, but he done everything else right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I've always hated to say that, but he's one of my best favourite ever players, Paul Scholes, from another team. I hate saying that because it makes me feel a bit sick, but you can't deny how good he was.
Well, no, it takes a decent football fan to admit that, though, doesn't it, Andrew? At the end of the day, you appreciate the guy's ability and what he done.
Where are you guys on the Scholes, Gerrard, and Lampard debate? How do you guys rank them quickly?
I think they're very
Scholes is
actually.
for both, personally, technically.
There are three options.
I think they're very different players, Gerrard and Lampard.
Gerrard, Lampard, and Scholes.
Scholes is top, then it's Gerrard, and then Lampard for me. He's quite an easy choice.
I agree.
Lampard was, a great scoring midfielder, but technically he was nowhere near the other two.
Well, Gerrard was another reason why I respect Gerrard is because he could have gone to. He's one of the last very honourable footballers out there. He could have gone to any club in the world, and he stayed with Liverpool. And Liverpool were a bad side then as well. They weren't great.
About honourable, but loyal, yeah.
Yeah.
His head was turned when Chelsea came and knocked him, right?
Oh, another shot by Pepe there. He's getting closer. I reckon he's going to score today. I do. He's getting his shooting boots on.
Big Tony Adams up for the winner.
Yeah, so like you were saying, Andrew, like the thing with Scholes was that he just dictated the play, the tempo of the game, right? When you slow it down, when you speed it up, and we have no one doing that, and that's why I think like that Santi zone, who's the passer and the playmaker, quarterback. That's what we need.
You know what though? Seriously, and I'm not being funny here. He's a two to 3 years off at the moment, but I see Ceballos being able to grow into that role eventually. He's still very young at the moment. Let's not forget, 22, 23 years old.
Yeah.
When he gets to sort of his mid 20s, when he gets towards his prime, I can see him being that sort of player. I really can.
That's high praise.
Don't get me wrong. He ain't going to be probably as good as Scholes, but he can do the same sort of job. That's what I mean. Very much so.
I honestly think Arsenal. I think I'm going to sound well because I am an Arsenal fan, but I think we had the best midfielder in the Premiership of all time, personally.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
That's me. I think Vieira was the best.
Yeah, me too, mate. Me too.
He could tackle. He could go round anyone. He had everything. He had absolutely everything.
And if he had a poor game for his standards, it was still head and shoulders above all the other midfielders.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
He could still dominate in midfield even when he weren't playing very well.
Yeah, he was just fantastic. Such a good player to watch. But as I say, I don't think we've had a player. You go back before me, Andrew, but a player that can pick the ball up, from the goalkeeper and run off. Do you know what I mean? Run to the other end.
I know.
Amazing.
Riding challenges.
Ceballos done so well.
The most underrated we've had was Paul Davis. He was an excellent midfield leader as well.
Paul Davis was a great player.
Absolutely brilliant player. He's still very underrated.
I'll tell you who else was underrated as well at the end. It's a shame he went near when he did, was Edu.
Yeah, it was.
Edu was really picking up before we sold him.
Have you seen the breakdown video of his of the win that we had in at Old Trafford? That when we won the league, it was we had really That's a really good video. You should check it out.
Is. That was great work again by Ceballos there.
Do you know what? I don't understand why Pepe don't run. Pepe can go round anyone. He proves it time and time again, but he stops. He's capable of going around any player.
And it seems like he keeps it in third gear, so shifting it up to fifth or sixth.
Yeah. Like that game against Liverpool. In the first game, he was just, that's a foul. What? No foul. How was that not a foul? That's a bad call. Oh, yeah, now they blow up for Tottenham. There we go. Lacazette.
Hey.
Yellow card. Yeah, yellow card, Lacazette.
That was cheeky by Lacazette.
Was that a yellow, though?
I mean, not in the first half.
How's that not a foul on Pepe?
It's just unbelievable, mate. Absolutely unbelievable.
If that's a foul from Lacazette, how is that not a foul from Pepe?
I've got no idea. It's just ridiculous. Again, we never get these decisions. It's just a joke, mate. Joke.
He literally barged him off the ball, didn't he? Literally.
How was that a yellow?
It wasn't even a fair barge. It was just like a.
Yeah.
So
he went in on his ribs and stuff.
Yeah.
That bit of play where he just got the yellow card, Lacazette, shouldn't have even happened. We should be having to line up a shot against their goal right now.
Agreed.
So it's just a joke, isn't it?
is that Michael Oliver, right?
Yeah.
Every time, man.
I mean, I don't want to sound like a very beaten up Arsenal fan. Everything's going back, one of them blame the ref, but that was a poor decision.
Yeah.
Well, you can't deny all these stats that keep happening match after match after match. They go, like against Leicester, 15 fouls against us and not one booking that they received. It's just a joke, mate. Joke. It's all there in black and white. We just do not get these decisions.
Well played. I've got to give me Ceballos is really winning balls at the back. He's just done another great tackle there. Pepe, whoa! They keep bringing him down. Want to see this from Pepe? Done a massive. It turned him and they brought him down. Yellow card.
Oh wow!
About time and all.
Watch this from Pepe. This is beautiful.
What was that? This Ben Davis has been tasked with man marking Pepe.
He's dived on him.
Yeah.
He's actually dived on him.
Wow.
Might as well be Jonathan Davis.
Now I think Pepe has enough tricks now to either or to get him
Half time.
That was similar to the Guendouzi tackle on Zaha, wasn't it? But not quite as picturesque.
Is it rugby?
All square at the Armitage Shanks Arena.
Armitage Shanks Arena. Was you guys about Cliff's match?
Weak link.
Mate. Honestly,
I would bring on Saka and put Terry in the back three, just saying, because
should have started that way.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to, mate. It's just
liability, man. I mean,
they really shouldn't be your level at half time. They have had that, like I said earlier, they've shaded that half, I reckon, if they've got to be honest. But if it weren't for that stupid mistake, they wouldn't be drawing at half time. So he's costing us at the moment, isn't he? So
yes, it was such a ridiculous pass, wasn't it? It was just stupid.
Utter brain fart moment, wasn't it?
It was terrible. Stephen Hawkins would have passed better than him on that one.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and Stevie Wonder.
That's funny.
It's a shame. It is a shame for Arsenal. We'll keep getting let down by these weak links, and we've got to get that sorted. But there's not a lot he can do at the moment. Let's face it.
Until the window opens up.
Well, will we buy? That's the question.
I think we will. I really do think we will. But if it were me, I'd be very, very tempted at half time to change it to a 4-3-3.
Yeah.
Stick an extra midfielder in and lose Klasnach from the back.
Yeah. Gosh, man.
Be interesting to see what he's going to do. But he's got to make some changes, I think.
I'm just looking around the pitch and I'm trying to think what could be more creative. I mean, we've got all our creativity on there, bar Xhaka, haven't we? You know, you've got Pepe on there, you've got Lacazette, you've got Aubameyang on there, you've got what was known as our free freight, you know. So it's only Xhaka that I can think of really that can change the game.
I think I'd do that. I'd change to 4-3-3 and bring Saka on as a left of the three in midfield.
Yeah.
So we should put down 4-4-2 and have.
Why aren't they playing Torreira, Xhaka and
Ceballos.
Xhaka and Ceballos?
Torreira and Ceballos.
I'm not sure if Torreira's got much of a career left at Arsenal, to be honest, the way it's going.
Back to Italy.
He just doesn't seem to fit the way that Arteta wants to play.
No.
In any kind of system that we sort of line up in, he doesn't seem to be suitable for it, which is a bit of a shame, really. But
it was the same with Emery. I mean, whatever you think of Emery, Emery didn't rate him either, did he?
No.
And Mesut Ozil, he looks like, well, what is he? Is he on his way out or not? I don't know.
Well, before we went live, me and Alonso were just briefly talking about him. He's just taking the piss, isn't he? You know, he's taking the piss. So we've got to pay him out, buy out his contract, and just let him go in the summer. I think personally.
I don't know like why he doesn't try hard enough in training, or he doesn't really care, because you would think he would be motivated to.
He's getting paid. He doesn't give a fuck. He just wants to go play Fortnite.
He's lost his main, prime years. It's ridiculous. If you think about it, he hasn't bothered for at least a couple of years now, minimum. And that's supposed to be his prime years, and he's just wasted them.
They're saying they reckon. I was speaking to a cab driver the other day, Chelsea season ticket holder, and he loves his football and he does know his football. And he said the way he sees it, he used to watch Mesut Ozil, and he said he was one of his favourite players around the world. And he reckons that Mesut Ozil's fallen out of love with football because the German thing, he's not fussed with Germany. He reckons he's made his money, and he reckons he's had enough. He's got a baby now, does all his stuff for charity, and it does happen sometimes, doesn't it? It happens to these players, and I'm wondering if it's right. You know, he's fallen out of love with the game.
Yeah, I think so. He's won everything that he can possibly win, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's not necessarily Arsenal itself. It's just he loves London. That's why he wants to stay. It's just the fact is he just lost interest in the game.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he has. I think after they won the World Cup, they won the Euros.
He won FA Cups. He's won FA Cups as well. I mean,
he's won he did win the Champions League with Real, didn't he? I think.
No, he did win the Champions League, and he didn't win the Euros either.
Well, I mean, the first player to kick off at Real Madrid was Ronaldo, saying you cannot sell Mesut Ozil.
Yeah,
I know.
You know, so that tells you something. So it's obviously, it's in his mindset. Something's not quite right. That, you know, he's thinking, well, I'm earning this money. I'm in London where he wants to be. Clearly, I'm at Arsenal, and you know they're paying me. So, you know, I can't see him going back to Fenerbahce or all that at the moment. I think he loves London too much.
Well, I did, and until the incident in the summer when he got attacked, and you know, maybe that might have changed his mind a little bit about London. You never
Yeah.
know. His missus definitely moved out of London, didn't she? For a while, I think she came back in the end, but for a while she did move out of London because she was too scared. So maybe it
Oh,
might.
yeah, that's so bad. Just watch that
Yeah,
Kolasinac pass again. That is just ridiculous.
it's a lovely goal by Lacazette, though, wasn't it? I just watched that again a few times. It's a very good finish.
See, when he scores, he could do some pretty good. He could score some good goals, but unfortunately, he's not consistent enough.
I'll be back in just 1 minute, guys. Okay.
Okay. Hey, well, it was fun, right? Doing Ray's podcast the other night, Tony, in the rowing. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you say something to me then, mate?
Oh no, I was talking to Rohan and Tony about the podcast we did
That's right.
on Thursday, and it was pretty cool. Because Ray had people in the background just hanging out while we had to do stuff because he can only fit a certain amount of people in his room. So it was like 6 of us, but 7, 8 of us in the whole podcast, and we were just hanging out and chatting.
Sent to the penalty box.
Yeah. 4-minute double minor. Hey Tony, do you watch hockey there in England?
I'll be honest with you, mate. I used to, because obviously we play grass hockey over here, don't we, in England? And when I was at school, we used to play hockey, and I liked it. I mean, I liked all sports. I used to play. Good level of county snooker and pool. I played a good level, reasonable standard of football. So I like all my sports really, but I watch it if it's on every now and then. You know, basketball. I like all sports. I like horse racing. I've just took up golf. I've just started playing golf. It's probably the hardest sport I've ever tried to play in my life.
Game, but ain't a sport.
Do you guys get NASCAR? Do you guys get NASCAR there in England as well, or no?
What's that?
NASCAR?
Don't think I've seen. No.
Okay, it's like it's big here in the States. It's like we have like Mustangs and Camaros racing around a big giant oval.
Oh, go-kart. Just
it's like NASCAR. NASCAR is like
what, when they whack one another?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I forget, what do they call it? Stock car racing or something? They call it over here.
Yeah, I think over here. It's called NASCAR.
Yeah,
it used to be
around in the left circle.
Yeah. Used to be a lot bigger over here in the 70s.
Okay.
Used to be, but yeah, I know it's big in America. Like, you've got all your American with the cars though. They're right. Even Bigfoot, isn't it? You've got Bigfoot. He's like an international superstar over there, and he's a car, isn't he? You know.
Yeah.
I mean, people still talk about Kit. You know, Knight Rider.
That's awesome, man. Knight Rider.
I used to love that as a kid. Used to love Knight Rider. David, oh man, it was brilliant. When that car and the music across the dust, across the sand, and the lights used to go, I used to get so excited. I couldn't wait to see it.
There's something about American muscle cars, right? Like,
yeah.
Video game too. They had a Knight Rider video game for Nintendo.
I mean, they're not sophisticated.
Oh, wow.
They're not sophisticated. They're like untapped energy, like lots of energy.
Yeah.
What were we thinking about the half-time subs then, guys?
Oh man,
it's only Zaka. Zaka's the only one I think he'll bring. I can't see much changing.
Yeah.
I think he should bring Saka on at half-time.
And take off this match.
I would. And move Tierney into the back three if he's going to stick with the back three. Mm-hmm. But potentially for me, I would change to back four, like I was saying, and have a 4-3-3. I don't think They're causing us too many problems at the back, really. They've had most of the ball, they've had a few chances, but nothing really clear cut. We gifted them that goal, so I think we should just overpower them in the second half with the forward play.
I would tell Pepe to keep running at them because Davis is on a yellow now.
Definitely. They need to keep giving him the ball. I keep saying, honestly, I say this week after week after week. He needs to be fed the ball. He's so dangerous.
It's kind of hard with no midfield.
Say that again, Tone?
I said it's kind of hard with no midfield to feed him.
Well, that's what I mean. That's why we should move to a 4-3-3, in my opinion, in the second half. Get more of the ball in midfield and keep feeding them, keep the forward players with the ball.
I think the main thing is now Tottenham's it puts pressure on, even if because it is the away fixture. Even if if worst comes to worst, I'll take the point. At least we're still a point above them. It puts the pressure on them, doesn't it? But if we can get the 3 points, fantastic.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely.
The main thing is just do not lose.
I do honestly think the game's there for the taking if we can just be a bit more brave and a bit more,
I think we need a bit more from Aubameyang as well.
Yeah, we do. But Saka would help sort that out if he came in on the left, wouldn't he?
Be right back, guys.
That's one hell of a stadium they got there, isn't it?
The Armitage Shanks Arena. I'm going to keep saying it until it properly catches on and everyone starts calling it.
Everyone starts doing it.
Yeah, that's a perfect name for it. A load of cock and ball.
Chicken on a beach ball.
Yeah, what is up with that sign? Like, did no one say that it looks like kind of funny?
What, the chicken on the beach ball?
Yeah.
I always do it. Every time my missus gets the hump with me because I've got a terrible sense of humour. If we're walking downtown, don't matter how big the guy is or if it's a little kid and they're with their parents, I've got a bad sense of humour. I'll go, Jesus, mate, you've got a little bit of dirt there on your right hand side. And they'll look down at the badge and I go, got you. Well, again, I suppose we've got to thank Martinez, haven't we, with that wonder save?
Yep. It was a brilliant save. It was, really was.
That wonder save, and then that Kane thing also when he stepped up.
Yeah, I mean, it's wonderful, isn't it, when you've got a player that comes in for someone and can produce the same sort of standard, which is very rare. It's quite nice, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I bet you now, if we go onto Twitter after the match for a bit, there's going to be so many people blaming David Luiz for that goal.
Well, they was, but I've just had a look on there, Andrew, and people going, "Oh, why we got Luiz?" And then people are coming out and seeing it and saying, "Well, no, that was a bad pass. That was a bad." But they did start to have a go at Luiz, but they obviously didn't see the what we saw.
Yeah.
It's not fair for him sometimes whenever, he gets blamed a lot for our stuff and the partnership doesn't really get called out as much. And I think this match, no better, but he always makes his mistakes in crucial moments for the games, and it's discouraging, at least for me, and I'm sure you guys as well.
Yeah.
And there was so much praise when we got him that he was a good left wing back as well. But he's playing out of position, I think, and I don't know, it's just frustrating, I guess. I'd rather have Monreal.
Monreal. Yeah, I was surprised he left, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can see what a real left back's like now, though, with Tierney.
You're right. I totally agree with you, mate. Yeah, he's.
I mean, Monreal was a really steady player. Never docked Monreal, but he was a steady left back. Nothing really more.
No,
but when you can see how much more better quality Tierney is.
But Andrew, but what I mean is, like, he would have been a good center back or left center back if makes sense.
Well, the thing is, if we'd had changed to a back four, then the worst case scenario is Xhaka could slot into one of the back three as well.
And he can do that as well.
When necessary.
Yeah.
I think we've definitely got to. I don't like pinpointing out players, but I think we definitely, if we want to progress, we've got to sell Koscielny, whatever his name, Kolasinac now. I think he's got to go.
100%, yeah.
He's got to go. And there's a couple of others I won't name, but I do think,
Stupid loose pass at the beginning there by Xhaka. Just put it straight out and touch.
Yeah, I saw that.
10 yards away from his teammate. I mean, God.
Yeah, that's what frustrates you about him, isn't it? But then he does.
He hasn't been doing too bad.
He does the hard things simple.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard to do bad when you're not involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just pulled him back.
You made me jump then, Rohan. I thought you were ahead of me then.
Mustafi's distribution is quite underrated as well.
That was a good ball, right?
It was, wasn't it?
I just with Mustafi, he's hurt me so much. I'm just ready for the. I know it sounds awful, but ready for the next mistake. I know he's played.
Absolutely.
I know he's played so well, and he has, and won't take. It's just something about the guy that I know he's got. I'm amazed that he's playing this well, to be honest.
Yeah, but no matter how many times now he plays really well, it doesn't quite undo all the stuff he's done in the past, does it?
Not at the moment. No, he's still not there for me yet. Yeah,
no,
3 years in a row on his own, enough points, all 3 seasons.
Hey, Johnny, what if he scores today against Tottenham? Would that change?
What's that, mate?
Ball.
If Mustafi scores today, will that change for you?
I'll get a tattoo of him on my chest, Alonso.
Yeah, right on me face.
Yes.
Have his face over my face.
Brilliant.
Tyson.
I'll have Louise on my left bollock. It'll be all right.
Well, you can get all of Torreira on your one bollock, couldn't you? To be fair, life size.
Oh my God.
This has definitely gone past the PG rating now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We started the second half pretty well so far.
Tierney likes trying to take them on, doesn't he?
Yep.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. 100%.
He wants the ball all the time, doesn't he? He wants it.
Yeah. I mean, let's be fair. He's played in some big derbies up in Scotland against Rangers. He's used to that kind of game. But it's just, I mean, God, he's just such a shame.
Oh, well played, Mustafi. I'll tell you what, mate. Mustafi's done well again there. I've got to give it to him. He's turning out to be a defender.
Yeah, stayed with him. Didn't go to ground.
The old Mustafi, he would have either given a penalty away or got sold.
Yeah.
To be fair, if he's going to function in a defence, this is his best role, isn't it? And let the right of a 3.
Yeah. But not just that. I mean, realistically, when you put out the CV of the guy, it's got 35 million written all over it, hasn't it? But it's when he's actually in play, that's when you think, hello, has he done this CV? And has this been conned?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's like Unai Emery's CV makes him look good,
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's true.
He's got the same bloke to write his CV as Unai Emery did.
He's still not got a job, right?
Well, that just says it all, really, didn't it?
It's because a traffic cone had better positional awareness than he does.
I reckon they got Emery from Transylvania.
Yeah, definitely. And Aubameyang.
Yeah. But if you look at Mustafi as well, even his game, he's like he's looking for the pass. He's taking his time. He's not as erratic. It's like Arteta's really worked with. I'm wondering if Arsenal have said, look, we've paid a lot of money for this guy. He's got potential. Look, can you work with him?
Well, I mean, to be fair, he's had to, isn't he? He's not got much choice. But the work he's done with him looks to be... Basically, I think a lot of what he said to him is stay on your feet. Don't go to ground, for God's sake. And that's done the world of good just by doing that. Because that's where his mistakes, a lot of them came from, was just going to ground too early, wasn't it?
Well, do you think the price tag is what's made Arsenal not give up on him because they paid that 35?
I don't know. I mean, we've openly been trying to sell him for 2 summers, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think it's just a case of having to stick with him because there's no one to buy him. And
Fucking
that's the
hell.
truth. Seriously, that's the truth of the matter because he's been openly up for sale.
He's the best of a bunch of bad apples right now.
There's another good bit of work winning that free kick by Ceballos. So 2 fouls on him.
I
can't stop. I probably wouldn't do it to his face, but I can't stop glaring at Koscielny. I can't stop staring at him at the moment when I see him on the screen. Kolasinac. I wouldn't do it to his face, but
dang.
I know he's just a meathead, isn't he?
He's just. I don't get it.
He's got a doner kebab for a head.
Flapping about everywhere with relish on. That was like that Andre Santos as well. He was the same. He was.
I know. He's a. I mean, people have said this before. It's not my. But he's a doorman all over, isn't he? Kolasinac. You go out on a Saturday night. He's the average doorman that you'd see in most places you go to.
Yeah. It being like one of the only Fools and Horses pubs, like, you know.
Yeah. go down Ritzy's after the Nag's Head.
Yeah, Mickey Pearce and all that, like, you know.
Yeah. It is a shame about Holding not playing, but he just doesn't fit into a free with what we've got. I feel a bit sorry for the bloke.
Right, let's see what happens here. Good passing. Arsenal getting a bit of rhythm here.
We are. We started the better of the 2.
He's in. Oh, you fucking, why didn't Bellerin?
He has fallen a couple of times, but he's not played.
Great pass by Xhaka. Well, great
pass. That was like,
good pass by Xhaka.
Yeah, that was good defense by them. Actually, that's you. Good spot by Xhaka. The first touch wasn't good enough.
We've just pushed up another 20 yards this second half, and it's showing it's making a difference.
Wouldn't it be nice to score from a corner for once, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Well played, Ceballos. Well played. Oh, Ceballos. You've got to see this, guys, from Ceballos. Oh, and then Mustafi does an overhead kick. And I ain't joking. What's Ceballos done there?
Oh, wow.
I wonder if Mustafi has taken over the form of Pele.
Oh.
Oh, lovely, yeah.
We've got a different... Mustafi's turning into an Arsenal legend slowly.
Jesus Christ, it was actually on target and all that over again.
Yeah, I know. He's done an over... What's the guy's on acid?
Yeah, definitely. Unless I'm on LSD.
Something. He's got to be, in years, the most improved Arsenal player I think I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I can't think of who else would improve that much.
What's that?
So I'm trying to think who else would improve that much.
Yeah, there ain't really, is there? He's just it's like a different player.
We need some quick exchanges. Put Aubameyang or Pepe through.
I think the referee's having a nightmare in some situations in this game as well.
That's right. Glenn Abbott. God, put my teeth in. Glenn Abbott says Klasnach's got the brain of a bouncer too. That's why he makes so many mistakes. Exactly. I totally agree, Glenn.
Oh, Mourinho's complaining now. He's kicking off.
Never. Seriously.
Yeah, you don't see that very often, do you?
No, Jesus Christ, that's shocking.
A rarity in the game of soccer.
He's still
To be fair, lately he doesn't even get out of his seat, does he?
Video referee the other day.
Trouble.
He's not the false he once was, where he had all the mouth and all the cock. He knows now. I think he's stopped all that. He knows. He's a spent false now.
You know, I saw John. You know the journalist Jonathan Wilson.
Yeah.
He wrote that Mourinho's special one interview when he got the Chelsea job.
Yeah.
Was closer to Gazza's tears in 1990 than it is to today. That was not. It was 2003. He made that sort of talk, that press conference, and so that was 13 years after Gaza, 17 years from now. So that just shows you he's just how sort of much of a busted flush he's become.
Yeah, he's definitely not the same, is he? He used to be the Simon Cowell football.
I know. Well, he's got one tit lower than the other as well. Did you see that picture?
I was trying to look for that picture to send to a friend of mine who's a Chelsea supporter, so he still likes Mourinho, and I was looking through your timeline to find it, but I couldn't.
They got coffee cups of it.
Really strange that is. That
you buy coffee cups with it, like that. It's new naked footballers or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. There is yeah. That's a Twitter handle as well, isn't it? That's got something quite funny.
Tierney. That's a good ball. Is he going to make it? He is. Go on, Tierney. Arsenal getting their foot on the game a little bit more now.
Good ball by
Jack has had a steady game again, hasn't he? He's only done a couple of misplaced passes, but you expect that. Jack, you wouldn't be Xhaka otherwise, would it?
No.
He'd be a real midfielder then.
Yeah. Good. Ceballos is having a good game again.
He's running the midfield, isn't he, really? Ceballos.
He got a chance. Aubameyang's got a score. He's hit the crossbar. He's hit the fucking crossbar.
Oh, no.
He should have scored. He's done what he'd done the other day.
Oh, no.
He should have scored that. Aubameyang. He's had 2 golden opportunities.
I'll tell you, it's coming, though. It's coming, mate. Coming. We're going to score in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to kick. He should have buried that.
I'll tell you what,
you put your house on that.
Yep.
Oh
my God. It's just...
My favourite player is just...
He had to go low and to the far side.
I'll tell you what, though, Ceballos is having a really, really good game.
He is having a good game. Bellerin's having a good game as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Andrew? You might have a valid point what you said earlier. When you said about Ceballos, because I weren't sure about him, but you might have a fair point. You know, they're sticking with him, and you know, there is flashes of brilliance about the guy, aren't there?
He's a young player, mate, and he's not getting the amount of time to settle in at all because he's only on loan, and he needed a bit of time to settle in. But you can see the technical ability that the kid's got, and if he could stay here for longer, it will just come out because I don't know whether he's 20. I think he's 23 now.
Yeah,
he's still a young guy, and he hasn't got too many appearances and starts under his belt yet.
He's
only going to get better and better.
Pep's just been booked. How's he giving him a yellow card for that? How is that a yellow card? The geezer's pushed him back. I think he's made some really strange decisions in this game.
Oh, he always does against Arsenal, mate. He always does.
Especially with Pepe. He's
got
Yeah,
the
that
worst.
didn't make any sense at all.
We've got
that
the worst
wasn't a yellow
referees.
card, was it?
No.
It's ridiculous. We've got the worst referees in all of the top 5
Wasn't
leagues
even a
across Europe,
foul.
I think. Useless, mate. Useless.
Or a foul against Pepe than any
I
of
mean,
it.
did you guys see that
That's happening.
penalty Man United got the other day? I mean,
Don't.
I swear to God, mate.
Yeah, they ain't paying refs, are they?
And we've got VAR, we've got VAR, and it still gave the penalty. What is wrong with people? I mean, they need locking up, seriously.
Man United are about as corrupt as Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Andrew, your man's having a really good half.
He is, and he's dictating the game.
Yeah.
Totally. I'll say to you as well, people go on and on and on about the fact that he's not very quick at running. He doesn't need to be in the role that he's playing.
No.
Do you remember how good Michael Carrick was at dictating a game?
Well, that's what I was saying.
He couldn't run for toffee.
No, you're right.
Ceballos has got more pace than he ever had, but he's perfect for the role. If we can get like a Partey, I think a midfield 3 of Xhaka, Partey, and Ceballos would be fantastic. Personally,
midfielder in there.
Well, if you look at these players, I mean, like Ramsey, or you look at even Edu, going back to Edu, these ballers, they didn't have a lot of pace, and they could. Well, I mean, it's a little bit different, but I mean, look at Dennis Bergkamp; he had no pace. I know they're not Dennis Bergkamp, but what I mean is that these quality players with their head skills, they're one step ahead, aren't they? Mesut Ozil used to be the same.
Well, to be fair, I think Bergkamp was a lot quicker than people think, if I'm honest. But not in his latter years, clearly, and that's what people remember. But when he was a bit younger, he had a lot of pace. But your whole point overall, yeah, absolutely, that's the point. He could be, and I'm sorry to repeat myself, but he could be the oil in the midfield engine, Ceballos, keeping everything ticking over and creating that bit of space and taking the sting out of the game. And putting those great through balls through like he did against Leicester. He could be a proper playmaker.
Oh, don't tell me they're looking at no. I thought VAR was looking at a possible red for Pepe then, because he's had a yellow.
Don't say that, Jesus.
They kept looking at it. Go on, Xhaka, come on. Team needs you now.
Do you know how much stick everyone's been giving Pepe as well about it, lack of goals, blah, blah, blah. That Lo Celso that Tottenham have got, he hasn't scored in the Premier League at all yet.
Yeah.
Everyone raves about him. And
typical,
I haven't
mate.
seen anything from him at all yet, really.
It's typical modern day fans, mate. They're a different breed nowadays. I don't want to sound like Victor Meldrew, but
oh, this looks promising. Oh, that was unlucky.
Ceballos wanting the ball all the time.
Yeah. Even when it's he's being closed down, he's still happy to have the ball.
Yeah. Kieran Tierney. Oh, wow. He's just Arsenal through and through, that lad, that Tierney.
He is. Yeah, he is, isn't he? That's what I think about Ceballos, I get that feeling about him. He's really passionate for the club. And to be with only like 3 or 4 games left of the season, you would never think he's on loan still, would you?
No, you'd think he was a regular.
He's playing his heart out, isn't he? He's not giving up. He's giving everything to the cause, and he's a lone player. And when you compare that to Guendouzi, who's effectively on strike,
that's got to be a foul this time on Pepe from Winks.
But Andrew, do you think he'll currently make the team in Real Madrid? Ceballos?
No, I don't think he will, because they've got about a dozen midfielders who probably would be ahead of him. So
Xhaka coming on, guys.
Oh, great! I wonder who's for.
So do you think that Real Madrid will be open to maybe loaning him out one more year?
They'd be stupid if they weren't, to be honest, wouldn't they? I mean,
they'll loan him to another Spanish team. Sounds like.
No.
If I was him, though, I'd rather stay where I was comfortable, wouldn't you? He might go into a different team and not get on with the manager, not get on with the players. So if he's going to go anywhere, you'd think he'd come back to where he's comfortable and he's already settled in.
And also, like, people forget he was also hurt as well.
Yeah, he was out for 3 months. He missed 3 months of the season. So
I'll tell you what, the confidence he's getting, like, do you know, like Ramsey was on the ball? You'll see it in a second. He's just passed it backwards, flicked it, just with ease, Ceballos.
I can't remember which game it was, but he did this amazing no-look pass right across the field to Tierney. I don't know, was it the Wolves game, maybe?
Yeah, it was. I think it was.
He didn't even look. It was just incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Even Coutinho played one like that, actually, to Tierney.
Oh, yeah, that back heel we just played. Just seen it just then.
Yeah, there is something about the lad when he plays well.
Definitely.
We've had a lot more possession now.
I think I'd say we've been the best team now.
Yeah, 100%. We've bossed this second half so far. We definitely, I definitely think we've got a goal coming. I really do. Touch wood.
Great tackle. Oh, don't. What did Bellerin do there apart from win the ball? Let's have a look on there. Maybe it's my mistake, but no, maybe on Son.
Took him out.
Oh, he got the ball. Bellerin got the ball there.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Bellerin's coming off by the looks of it. He's shaking his head. He's not happy.
I find that a bit weird. If that's
no, he ain't. No, it's all right. They're having a drink. Sorry, they're having a drink.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. I think he's been playing quite well, to be honest.
He has.
He did get out ball.
If it was me, he's got to take off Kolasinac for Saka. Really has. I hope so. I really do.
Arteta's having a go at him. Good lad. So that means Xhaka will come on.
That's the good thing about these water breaks. I think they've been benefiting Arteta.
Yeah, they're not supposed to make team talks, but he's been doing it anyway.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Did you see this video of this guy? I don't know if it was in the Bundesliga or some other league, where he came out with this whole board with all with all the things to strategize.
No, I didn't see
You
it.
could imagine
PowerPoint presentation.
Pepe's off. Xhaka on.
Oh, that's a wrong move. I don't like Saka on the right. I really don't. I know he played well there the last against Leicester, but it's not his position. It's not his strongest position at all. And he needs a proper run in the team, Pepe. You don't get it.
It's frustrating me. Mind you, I mean, I'm not the manager, but it is frustrating to me a little bit that you've got a £72 million player that's he does.
He needs to play every match.
Played near enough.
Oh dear. Harry Kane. Oh, there's the Mustafi we love.
Oh, don't say that, please.
He's fucked up. Oh, it's all right. He saved it, but Mustafi fucked up big time there.
Don't say these things.
Oh no, that was terrible. You wait till you see it.
Ah.
I mean, Glenn's put a couple of messages on. They need to hand over a suitcase full of money for Ceballos and sign him to a long-term contract. I'd be quite happy if we could get a loan for next season with an option. Well, not an option, a guaranteed sort of purchase price at the end of it. If you know what I mean.
I'll tell you what, Xhaka's lively. Xhaka looks really lively.
Oh God! Gee. Oh, well, that's amazing.
Xhaka on the ball. Xhaka, I'll tell you what, he wants it, mate.
Well, he knows what a North London derby's all about, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a Gooner through and through, isn't he?
Absolutely, mate. But that was an incredible, that Mustafi mistake you're on about. That was an incredible save by Martinez at the end of it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the Mustafi we know and love. That.
Yeah. Sadly, it is.
He should never have got in that city. He's missed the header totally. Kane done well there to pass Louise.
He's just good. This Mustafi is like, when you play football in second grade, when you have no awareness, but you're just running towards the ball. Everybody is running towards the ball. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, a bit like a rabbit with rabbit with the traffic lights.
It's not like Kane is the most skillful or pacey player who's going to beat him like that, but just because he moved towards him, it made it so much easier for Kane.
It was just like men against boys then, Kane versus Mustafi, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Oh, well played, Aubameyang. Do him. Oh.
Fantastic goalkeeping, though. Definitely take that off to Martinez there. Really brave. You don't give a monkeys about what position he's going to get himself into, like boot in the head or nothing. It don't matter to him, does it? He's really brave.
Kane now bringing down Xhaka. Louise is having a go. It's getting a bit heated in the middle now, guys.
Good.
Hey, how is that not a yellow card? How is that different from what Lacazette did?
Well, I've got to be honest. It's a better result for us than them.
We need to make the most of our dominance this second half. I know we're not getting enough chances. We need to make more of it.
Yeah, we're pressing forward, just nothing to show for it at all.
Well, I hate to say it, guys, but if Aubameyang had his shooting boots on today, we'd be winning.
Well, yeah. But, don't forget they hit the bar and all. With a fantastic save from Martinez, obviously. But
well played there by Bella. He's had a really good game here, as Bellerin.
Yeah.
I can see someone getting sent off here.
Lots of yellows piling up.
Well played, Xhaka. Get it out. That's the way you want to do it. Mustafi got sold again there on the wide.
Oh, you got me excited then for a minute when he said Mustafi got sold.
Oh. That's right. Lacazette's been really quiet this half, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He has.
Mourinho's got his head in his hands. He's stressed out. It's always good to see.
I know. Hopefully one day he might have an heart attack. No, I don't want him to die or anything, but maybe just bad enough for him to go into a home for the rest of his life or something. Yeah.
Thing is, though, I suppose, Andrew, you've got to have an heart to have one, haven't you?
Exactly, yeah.
He's the Tin Man. He only had a heart.
Yeah.
Tin Man.
Aubameyang's in a bit of pain there, mate. Sanchez just took him right out.
The last thing we need is for him to be injured, isn't it? Jeez.
Oh, we're done then, aren't we?
Come on, man. This will be like the 15th draw of the season.
I know. Come on. We've got to win this game. Come on, you guys.
Nice turn, he's pulled his. Come on, ref. That's got to be a yellow. That has got to be a yellow for Winks.
Disgusting. I mean, seriously, that tackle as well on Aubameyang. Come on, for God's sake.
Winks has done this.
Was that a card?
How many times has Winks done this? Like, he did this some time ago also, and then he's done it again. Yeah.
Yellow card.
Why the hell does Winks get into the England squad? I mean, he's useless, I think.
That's probably why, mate.
Jesus.
Well, I'm going with Andrew here. You know, I think Ceballos has taken over my man, him and Bellerin. I think
He's been dominant from the first whistle. I think Ceballos.
Yeah, I think it's a fair shot, and he's just won the ball back again there. He's defending. He's getting back.
Oh, come on! They've just re-shown that pullback on the bank on Lacazette. It's just. Come on, we need to go. I'll tell you what, it would be criminal if they can hold us for a point. We desperately need these 3 points.
The only good thing about it, mate, I suppose we're 1 point above them still.
Oh, I know, but we do deserve this game. I want it for Arteta more than anything because he so deserved the match against Leicester as well.
Yeah, he did.
And we deserve this one as well. We're playing well. We need the points that, you know, our performances deserve. Yeah.
We're definitely a better team under Arteta. Showing now.
Oh, well, I mean, God, easy, yeah. No comparison.
How many more games left then? Is it 3 or 4?
3.
3 after this.
Yeah, 3 plus the FA Cup game. I'm going to be really gutted when it's over. I've really enjoyed this restart. Like I said last week, it's been like a little tournament, isn't it? Really, like playing every 3 days and stuff. It's had that kind of feel about it.
Second half's been much more entertaining than the first half, to be honest, even though there's been no goals.
Yeah, do you know what though? Like we said, I probably said this as well last week. Lacazette doesn't seem to be properly fit to me. He just.
No, I agree.
It's something holding him back. He just can't run very quick and he's not sharp. There's something about
he's holding the ball up well, isn't he? That's his strong point of his game.
I just think I wouldn't be surprised if he, at the end of the season, it's announced that he's got to have an op or something. You know, he's been playing with a injury all season or something like that.
What do you reckon then, Andrew? Would you reckon Ceballos and Bellerin, 2 of the best players on the pitch today?
Yeah, and Tierney again. He's been quality.
Aubameyang! Oh, he's a great save.
Oh, God.
Oh, he saved it. Aubameyang actually done well to get that shot on target. It was bouncing.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, what a save. What a save from the keeper. That's a great save.
Come on. It might give us that bit of extra spurring on. Get this goal. Come on.
It's good
Come on, Arsenal.
Shot on target, because I was going to say this is like in some time that I can remember, this is one of the dullest North London derbies that
Yeah.
I hope it's not the company that you're keeping, Rowan.
It was a really good first time shot from Aubameyang, to be fair.
Yeah.
It was. It was just sneaking in the post. It really was, wasn't it? Beautiful shot. It was a quality save.
It was. That's probably the save. That's a great save, wasn't it, Andrew?
Yeah, I mean that was. Yeah, it was up there with that one that Martinez did in the first half.
Well played, Bellerin. Great tackle. We got back well there. And again, Bellerin. Well done, son. And again, well played, Xhaka. Bellerin done so well there.
Come on, you Gunners. Come on. Get this. We're going to win this. We're going to get a late goal. Come on. Be positive.
Oh, wow.
Ceballos deserves a man in the match, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely.
Oh, shit. Kane's through. Saved it. I wasn't sure if it was Kane or his chin that was actually through.
It was
both.
Is that Bellerin on the left-hand side?
Good save by Martinez. He's been good. To be fair, he's up there for man of the match and all.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He is. Going back a little while when we
It's
had
there.
a
It's
couple.
2-1. 2-1 Spurs.
Oh no, you're joking me.
Nah, 2-1.
You're...
More defending again. Defensive error. Corner. Bang. Goal. No one there.
Come on, what a...
Fuck's sake.
They don't deserve this. They don't.
It's just the defending. It's just so sloppy. That's just ridiculous.
They do not deserve it. Why is it every single time from a corner? We're shit at defending corners. Why? Oh, God. It's just piss poor. Piss poor. Terrible defending. No, I don't think any of our defenders got off the ground. They didn't jump. Did you see a player jump?
No, I think Tierney tried to attack the ball, but it was too late.
Terrible defending.
I don't, but we deserved all 3 points against Leicester. I think we deserve 3 points today.
We have, without a doubt. It's just terrible. But when you can't defend a corner like that, it's just poor. Really bad. I mean, Tierney was the only one trying to do something, but how can he? He's got about 1.5 foot on Tierney.
Mustafi's losing it. Mustafi's just give the ball away. We're in trouble again here. Oh my God, Mustafi. 3-1 here. No, he's missed it. Mustafi has just done 2 of the biggest cock-ups.
See again.
One, bang, there's Mustafi. Then with the header. And now again, that's three mistakes from Mustafi. Watch this. What was that?
What the fuck?
His system reset and he went to ground like he's the old Mustafi.
That's what we were talking about earlier with Mustafi. You just feel like he's got it in him to do it again.
We're so lucky not to have conceded that. And this is why I don't want to keep Mustafi, and why nothing he does will make up for all these shit that he keeps coming out with. Useless. It's just poor.
Bellerin's come off for Cedric. Willock's coming on for... Is it Bellerin? Bellerin has come off, hasn't he?
Bellerin and Tierney both have come off.
Tierney come off.
Ced's come off. And Reece Nelson's come on.
It's a bit too little too late now, I think, unfortunately.
God, what I wouldn't have took for that 1-1 now. Another Arsenal game thrown away, sadly.
I can't understand Tierney coming off. He must be knackered.
And Tierney and Kolasinac both of them.
That's so disappointing. I feel like I've been punched in the stomach and I've been winded.
Arsenal have dropped 12 points from winning positions this season.
I'm surprised it's that little. I thought it was more. Come on.
It's like we're in 6s and 7s. It's like we're in panic mode, again. It's like we're all over the place.
I feel so sorry for Arteta that no matter what he does, he keeps getting let down by these stupid mistakes from these stupid players. Don't you think? He must be pulling his hair out.
No, I agree.
Mind you, his hair's plastic. He can't pull it out. But you know what I mean.
Action man.
Yeah.
It's almost like
Lego hair does not move.
It's almost like this thing doesn't matter as much anymore to these players that are here, and it's like,
yeah,
where's the heart in it? And it's like there's just has had being one up, and then mistakes happen, and it's like, where's the heart at?
There's literally nothing that Arteta can do about this sort of stuff, because he sets the team up perfectly and it looks brilliant.
That is brilliant. I'll tell you what, where credit's due. What Willock just done then, and he just got brought down. That was brilliant from Willock. He's just won us a free kick, but he took the ball and he was on a run.
The first touch was really good.
It was. I mean, it was world class, to be fair. That touch, and that's no exaggeration. That was brilliant from Willock.
I love Willock. I do love Willock.
And I just hope that Arteta just uses his substitutes more wisely. This is too late. And I don't know.
Oh, Ceballos, unfortunate there. A bit too much. Oh, they're on a break now. 2v2. Kane's on his own. It's free. Ooh, that was lucky.
Mustafi again got sold.
Mate, we need what's his name, that young lad? Saliba, is it?
Yeah.
I hope he's good. Mustafi's lost it. Mustafi is seriously gone. Another mistake.
Jesus Christ.
When is our next game?
Is it in a week?
No, midweek.
Yeah.
We've got Liverpool midweek, and then next weekend it's the Cup semi-final.
And then the final week, we've got 2 games in the week, haven't we? Midweek and then at the weekend.
Incredible save again. Now that was by Martinez from Son.
Do you think you just sit Mustafi and just start holding?
I think Holding's got to come in after this match. There's no excuses now. I think he's got to. You can't defend the indefensible anymore after this game. I mean, Mustafi, this second half, was giving away the game.
I bet, to be fair, I think Aubameyang's going to be kicking himself as well.
Yeah.
Because he had about 2 or 3 chances today.
Yeah, I know.
Be right back.
But,
Still, we've got time, guys. You never know. Could get that draw. Still got a bit of time left. North London derby. I certainly wouldn't place Kolasinac anymore, though. That's me done with him.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how he gets the game, to be honest.
He definitely needs soul this summer.
Yeah, he's a spent force, isn't he?
Well, I don't care if we have to give him away.
No, not at all.
We've got him for nothing. Just get rid of him. Take him down charity shop.
Another away game just given away. Like, how many times have we gone in against an opposition in the top 6 when we felt that we are stronger, we have good form, they've got injuries, and then we just bottle it?
Yellow card for Jack up.
It's always down to the same players and all. Always.
Same
one of them.
Oh no, yellow card for is it Xhaka or Xhaka that's got the yellow card there? I think it's Xhaka. Yeah, Xhaka's got a yellow card.
Well, there you go. I rest my case.
Xhaka. And has Xhaka got a yellow card for throwing the ball? Yeah, he's been booked as well because he threw the ball to the floor. Unbelievable. Reece Nielsen. There we go.
Hello.
See, it's at times like this when you really have to completely come down on Guendouzi as well and think how disgusting his behaviour is being. Like stopping himself from being picked. Basically being on strike when we could really do with him in a game like this. You remember how good how he sort of drove us on in the last North London derby?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not the best player in the world, but he's got a good attitude on him when he wants to. And what he's doing is disgraceful because we've got no. We could have really done with bringing him on today. Bang out of order what he's doing.
4 minutes to go. Let's see. Can we save it?
I'll be honest, mate. I think there's more chance of Elvis doing another concert in Vegas.
We started off a half so good too.
We did. We looked really, really good beginning of the second half, and then
Mustafi turned into Mustafi.
Mustafi.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking. 4 horrendous mistakes, not minor, horrendous.
I mean, you've got all the other players have got to just think, oh God, no, well, not again. You know, they're giving it all. Imagine how Ceballos feels after his performance, and then he thinks, oh, what an idiot! What have you done? You've completely lost us this game.
Lacazette school as well. You know, it's like
exactly.
You know, all that hard work.
You got to go into the locker room at the end of the game and think, you knob, what have you done again? You cost us again today, and it's.
Harry Kane tried one of his cheekies there, but you ain't doing that with Martinez, mate. It's the last 2 games. It's very depressing, isn't it? Because the last 2 games we've deserved something out of both.
I know. I just feel really gutted. I'm really gutted about this one because it's.
To be fair, Aubameyang there got a lovely crossing, done well there. They're just going to play for time now. Kane's just trying to play for time. Well won. Well, you bastard! Kane's dragged. He's got to get a yellow card for that. Kane's dragged his leg back. Ref's he's got to book him for that. If Kane don't get booked for that, it's something wrong. You'll see it in a minute. Kane, he's gone off to run. He's gone off to run. Kane's grabbed his leg and brought him down, and the rest played on.
He's England captain. He won't get a booking.
Oh yeah.
Should have been a red card instead of yellow.
Ceballos again. What a tackle! He's been superb today.
I know. Like I said,
it's really such a shame for him to be on the losing side.
Well, for a lone player to be doing what he's doing, he's putting a lot of the other ones to shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like Glenn Abbott has said, need to make Martinez number 1 next season and sell Leno to, obviously, I presume, to raise funds and get a decent number 2 keeper. I can't agree with that, Glenn. You've got to remember how good he's been the last 2 seasons in an absolutely appalling Arsenal team under Unai Emery, facing 20 to 30 shots every single game and keeping us in it single-handedly most weeks. You can't forget all that just because Martinez has had about 6, 7, 8 good games now. So I can't disagree how great Martinez has been, but we can't forget what Leno's done the last 2 seasons for us.
No, I have to agree with that. It's I mean, as well as Martinez has done superb, and I mean superb. But because Leno's on the injury bench, you can't just say sell him because he's been superb as well.
No, exactly. You got to remember what he was doing under Unai
That's
Emery.
It.
You know,
done. It's over.
Oh, it's just so disappointing.
Another fucking defeat by Spurs.
I cannot believe we've lost to this shower of shite. It's so unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And we finally start bright in the second half for the first time in forever and fucking lose.
That is really demoralising, if I'm honest. Really demoralising. If ever I was confident about winning a North London derby, it's today. And we've been let down again by Mustafi.
That's the thing when you've got defenders like that. If it ain't one, it's the other cocking up, isn't it? You're relying on.
I don't know who they've got next either. I don't know who Spurs have got next, but I bet they've got a shit team, and I bet they'll go and lose to them. You know, they'll just.
It might not be a bad thing us not being in the Europa League anyway.
They're above us again now, aren't they?
2 points, I think.
The same amount of games played, and they're 2 points ahead. And that's just not right.
You look around the pitch though, and I don't want to sound very old-fashioned, but after the game and how they all go, that these players, half of these players don't really know what it's like to be in a North London derby.
Right.
They're all,
I hate-
it's not
I
the
know.
same. They're all cuddling, and I'm not saying don't be friends, but you know, the passion, it's not there like it used to be.
I was going to make that point at the beginning of the second half. Lacazette, I don't know what he pulled his sort of, you know, shirt up like they do, talking behind his shirt, and then with Son, and he put his shirt down and he was sort of smiling at Son. And I was thinking, no, you don't converse with the Spurs players like that.
No.
I don't like it, and I don't, you know, Xhaka giving Son a cuddle. No, you don't do that.
No, it's
You know, be a sportsman and just like you do the minimum. You have to, but don't go cuddling them.
I mean, Tony Adams would be climbing walls right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they played Newcastle on Wednesday.
And Wolves have won and all. Yeah, that's not good. That's really
Saying
not
that,
good.
like as I say, guys, maybe it's not a bad thing us not being in the Europa, though. You know.
You know, we just got so many young players. It'd be nice to see them go out and get experience. And
Exactly. That's my point, Tone. It's the fact that if they're going to get hardly any games, if they cancel the League Cup next year, and we're not in Europa League, then how are these young players going to get their game time? That's what I'm more concerned about.
Yeah, I think you guys are right whenever you guys say that none of these players don't know what it's like to be in a North London derby, because if there's anyone else, like even the days of Van Persie, like they knew when it was North London derby time, and these guys don't joke around, laugh, and all that stuff. They don't take it seriously enough anymore, and I think that's such rivalry. You know, it's like it sucks. I'm very disappointed in the outcome because you would think there was to be some fight in there somewhere, you know, and it's just disappointing to me and let down.
I know. Well, what I'm going to do is any of you guys are welcome to join me at 7 o'clock for just a short half-hour sort of rundown of the game, bit of an immediate sort of response to the game. Gives us half an hour to digest what's happened. If
See
you
this?
are up,
Sorry, mate.
I was going to say, if you're up for it, if you want to join me, 30 minutes time, we'll come back and we'll dissect the game just fairly, you know, briefly. And yeah, so I'll contact you after the show. Anyone listening, anyone want to come and watch or join us, then please do. We'll reconvene at 7 o'clock. So thanks very much for joining me. Take care, guys.
Cheers, mate. Thanks. All the best.
Keep the love. That's all I'll say.